Thinking about applying for UK citizenship in 2025? Hold on, major rule changes are coming that could make or break your application. If you want to avoid costly delays or outright rejection, you need to know exactly what's new and how to prepare. In this video, I'm revealing the crucial updates and insider tips every applicant must know to secure their British citizenship smoothly. Don't apply without watching this first. First off, let's talk about why these changes are happening. The UK government is constantly reviewing immigration and citizenship policies to address evolving security concerns, economic factors, and social priorities. The new rules for 2025 are designed to tighten eligibility criteria, improve verification processes, and ensure applicants meet stricter standards around residency, language skills, and good character. One of the biggest changes you'll need to be aware of is the updated residency requirements. Previously, applicants needed to have lived in the UK for a certain number of years, with limited absences. Now, the rules have been modified to include more detailed checks on the exact length and nature of those absences. The government is placing greater emphasis on continuous residence, which means even short trips abroad could count against you if not carefully documented. For example, under the new rules, applicants must not have been outside the UK for more than 270 days during the 5 years before applying. And in the last 12 months, you must not have been outside the UK for more than 90 days. These might sound straightforward, but keeping track of travel dates, especially if you have frequent trips, can be tricky. Make sure to maintain detailed records such as flight tickets, passport stamps, or travel itineraries to prove your time spent in the UK. Another critical update relates to the good character requirement. This part of the application has always been important, but in 2025, the Home Office is increasing scrutiny on criminal records, tax compliance, and even social behaviour. This means that if you have any unresolved criminal charges, unpaid taxes, or evidence of dishonesty, your application could be refused. Even minor issues can raise red flags, so it's vital to address any potential concerns before submitting your application. The English language and life in the UK test requirements remain in place, but the government has introduced stricter verification of test results. This means you'll need to provide original certificates and proof that you passed through authorised providers. Faking test results or submitting unofficial documents will not only lead to rejection but could also damage your credibility for future applications. Let's talk about documentation because this is where many applications fall short. In 2025, the government is tightening rules on document authenticity. All supporting documents like passports, biometric residence permits, proof of residence, marriage certificates, and employment records must be originals or certified copies. Digital or scanned copies might be accepted in very limited cases but only if accompanied by a clear explanation. Always check the latest guidance from the Home Office and prepare to submit everything in the proper format. One key thing to know is that the Home Office is also expanding its use of data sharing with other government departments and third-party agencies. This means they will cross-check your application details more thoroughly than ever before. Any discrepancies between your declared information and official records could trigger investigations and delay your application. Honesty and consistency are crucial throughout your application. If you have dependents applying alongside you, the rules around their eligibility have also changed. Children and spouses must meet specific criteria relating to residency, relationship proof, and financial support. For example, spouses will need to show proof of genuine and subsisting relationships with more robust evidence such as joint bank accounts, shared bills, or correspondence. For children, proof of legal guardianship and residency is essential. One of the most significant hurdles for some applicants will be the new financial requirements. These include showing proof of lawful income or savings, with stricter documentation on source and amount. The Home Office wants to see evidence that you can support yourself and your family without relying on public funds. This means bank statements, payslips, tax returns, and letters from employers might be required. Any gaps or inconsistencies can cause concern. What if your application is refused? The 2025 rules also modify the appeals process. While you still have the right to challenge a refusal, there are tighter deadlines and more limited grounds for appeal. You must respond promptly and provide compelling new evidence. If you miss deadlines or fail to address the reasons for refusal properly, you could be barred from reapplying for a specified period. With all these changes, it's clear that professional help can be invaluable. Many applicants benefit from consulting with immigration lawyers or advisors who specialize in UK citizenship applications. They can review your case, help gather the right documents, prepare you for interviews or tests, and represent you if you need to appeal. While this comes at a cost, it can save time, money, and stress in the long run. So how do you prepare now to avoid rejection under the new 2025 rules? Start by reviewing your eligibility carefully. Make sure you meet the residence requirements and calculate your absences precisely. Gather and organize all required documents early, double-checking their validity and authenticity. Practice your English and life in the UK test if you haven't already passed. Be honest about your character and financial situation. Keep copies of everything you submit and record your application tracking information. If you have any doubts, reach out to official sources or trusted advisors for clarification. Avoid shortcuts or quick fixes that promise guaranteed citizenship because the Home Office's verification processes are stronger than ever. For those worried about delays, it's important to apply well in advance of any planned travel or life events. Processing times may lengthen due to increased checks, so patience and planning are essential. Remember, an incomplete or poorly prepared application is more likely to be rejected or delayed. Let's not forget the importance of keeping up with changes after your application. If your circumstances change, such as moving abroad, getting married, or changing your name, inform the Home Office immediately. Failing to do so can cause issues down the line, including revocation of citizenship in rare cases. For the many people applying through routes like registration as a British citizen for children born in the UK, or for those with ancestral claims, some specific rules have also been updated. It's worth checking the detailed guidance that applies to your particular situation. Finally, the tone and quality of your application matter too. Present your information clearly, truthfully, and professionally. Avoid unnecessary jargon but make sure you fully answer all questions. Submitting a neat, well-organized application can make a positive impression on decision makers. In conclusion, the new 2025 UK citizenship rules bring more complexity but also greater clarity about what is expected. If you're planning to apply for citizenship, the time to act is now. By understanding the updated requirements, preparing meticulously, and seeking professional support when needed, you can increase your chances of success and avoid the disappointment of rejection.